Greetings out there, YouTube land. YouTube land. This is Morris, man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I'm going to entitle this video "The Same Guy," and it's very rare that I share personal stories because I'm a very private person, and I don't believe in putting your personal business out there, you know. But the reason why I'm going to share this story because it's really important. What I do on this channel is to try to help young folks. I was real fortunate that when I was growing up, I had older brothers, older sisters that looked out for me, and people in the neighborhood, older guys, looked out for me. They pulled me to the side and said, "That ain't a good idea, dude." Because the best advice I can give it to a young man is this: do not have a bunch of babies with women that you're not in love with and ain't gonna marry. You're hanging yourself for basically for the rest of your life. You don't see these children, you're not a part of their life, and then here come child support, take half of your check. And you bitching and complaining. It's like, no, you dug that hole. Didn't nobody drag you out of your house and told you to go out and do these kind of things that's gonna affect you and some other people for the rest of their life? That's the best advice I can give any young man. Don't go there. Don't go there because you're gonna regret it. But anyway, getting back to the story. Again, I share stories that I believe is going to help young folks. It's not an issue of me just ranting and raving about personal issues in my life because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in telling people my business. But again, the reason why I'm sharing this story is because I believe that this should help a lot of young folks because as older people, we should be able to pass down things to younger people because when you get older, been there, done that. So it's like, okay, let me warn the next dude because I've already done this and it didn't work. So I don't think it's going to work for the next dude neither. So let me tell him, don't do this because it ain't going to work for you. So here it is. The moral of the story is this. Be thankful for what people have done for you and acknowledge it. Just a simple thank you goes a long way. And just the opposite. When it goes a long way when you don't give people just a formal thank you for the things that they've done. So here it is. I have a friend, and I consider him a friend. Several years ago, I thought it would be a nice idea, a good idea, or something nice. When just Dave was still around, he had was making all these wonderful custom guitars for me. So I said, I'm gonna spend a couple of $100 and have one done for my buddy. So had it made. They did a good job. It was so good that I wanted to keep the guitar myself. I was like, nah, I already got enough Jeff Dave guitars, and if I don't give this one, the next one to come out, I want to keep it. So let me go ahead because that's what I originally had in mind to have it made customly for this particular person. So I sent it to them. I got an email back. It's about a paragraph long, and it kind of read something like this. "Oh, you didn't have to do that, and friendship is not measured by what you give people." I'm like, what is this about? Something positive now sounds like it's been turned into something negative because the things that was expressed in that email, duh, I know this already, so why are you telling me this? It's kind of an insult, and I said, I do this now because I'm like, maybe sometime my thinking is off. So let me run it across past a bunch of other people, to get their opinion. And, one of my dearest friends, and I haven't known Joe that long, but I love Joe like a dad, we like this, He would help me when I need help. I help him when he needs help. So I said, Joe, read this and tell me what you think. And I didn't say anything about what do you think is missing because I didn't want to plant anything in his head already. So I said, just read this. Tell me what you think. He said, dude didn't say thank you. Hello? I'm like, yeah, I noticed that. All this long paragraph and no thank you. I'm like, wow. So I bought more music equipment because, like I told you guys, I'm working on my CD. So whenever I buy something and something that I don't need in my system, in my setup, I will probably give it away instead of just try to sell it to make some money. I'm like, I got some friends and let me hook them up, pass it on. So recently again, I bought some music equipment and some stuff that I've had that I don't need. So I said it would be nice for me to send this same guy, some of this equipment. And I sent him a keyboard. So I talked to him actually the day that it came to his house, but that was before it came and before he knew it was coming because I didn't tell him. So then I said, because it hadn't gotten there yet, obviously. So I said, just let me know when it got there. Let me know that it made it safely, even though I got to see the tracking. So he said, okay, no problem. So I get a text a couple of hours later, and it reads this verbatim. Hey, Morris, man, the keyboard came about 5 o'clock today. That's it. No thank you behind it or nothing. Like, come on, man. Just a simple thank you. When my wife comes home after a hard day's work, she sits in her easy chair and she's sipping on her coffee. I will go past her chair and I pick up the empty coffee cup from the table. And as I'm picking it up, thank you all the time, even though she don't have to, but it's just a kind gesture to say, I appreciate what you've just done. So the moral of this story, young folks, is be appreciative and acknowledge it because it's kind of rude when you don't. It's like, come on, somebody did something really nice for you just a moment ago and you have nothing to say. No, thank you. So again, be mindful of that, young folks. Be appreciative because you don't know who's around. You don't realize who is taking in this information that you're not being acknowledged and being thankful, because nobody's asking you to kiss their tail. It's just so simple. Man, I appreciate what you just did for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every time that someone purchased these DVDs, I send them a thank you. I send them an email and say, I got it, thank you. And just that simple, just a simple thank you. So again, this is nothing negative. This is just, again, as far as young folks, be mindful of that. Be respectful, be mindful, because you don't know when you're going to need somebody help. And when you've been good to people, they come to your aid. And when you haven't, they probably won't. So until next time, take care and thanks for watching.